Ladies and gentlemen, Marvina Case is with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we're talking about her daughter, how she was assaulted. There's no other word for it. We can use all kinds of synonyms, attack, and so on, but she was assaulted in the gymnasium of the number one school in Texas. And unfortunately, the story from here is not very good. It gets far worse and dramatically far worse. Marvina Case, I am so pleased that you're with us tonight. Thank you for being so gracious as to give us this particular story. And we will be sharing that with you via video as well. Record, you'll receive that tomorrow afternoon so that you may share with those who are in your community. But West Valley, I believe, is the name of the school. Am I correct? West Valley,
Valley View.
Valley View. Forgive me, Valley View Elementary School, uh,
Yes.
and it's considered one of the top schools not only in the state of Texas but in the country. You were maltreated by the staffing there, administrators who basically bandied about a solution but really didn't come up with a one-on-one conversation with you regarding the situation. Your daughter ending up going to the dentist and finding out that she's lost a permanent tooth, or at least will be losing one as a result of the assault. I'm quite certain that when you sat down with the principal, that the principal was very uh, nice and sweet and apologetic. I would presume that. Am I correct?
Hmm. I sat down with the principal and vice principal, and the tone was very polite and professional. However, the gist of the conversation was, what did Jaden learn? Jaden learned not to take a ball from a special needs child, and had she not done that, this would not have happened to her.
Oh my God. So the fault of the assault was her because she wanted to play with a ball, and the special needs kid has a privilege to assault when feeling angry or bitter or whatever. Am I correct in this regard?
That would be correct. It's basically the mindset of you wore a short dress, so you deserve to be raped. That's basically what she said to me in the 10-year-old version. They were playing supposedly a version of dodgeball. Well, unless dodgeball has changed, you're supposed to take the ball from people.
Yeah.
However, after talking to multiple students, they say she didn't take the ball from this boy, that another boy threw her the ball, and this boy got upset and attacked her.
Now, were the other parents brought in? The parents of the other special needs child, was that child parent brought in to talk on this issue?
I don't know if they were brought in or not. I asked for them to schedule a meeting between the parents to facilitate a meeting, as my child has permanent damage done to her, and they need to pay for these bills, and we need to have a conversation about what's going on with their son, that he feels confident and that it's acceptable to attack people. And they said we can't do that.
Now, you're a very caring parent. Your child has been put in harm's way. You don't feel that the child is being protected in the classroom and the school itself. So, of course, you go and you begin to investigate how best to deal with this particular issue since the school doesn't want to deal with you. How did the school react to your persistent questioning?
Well, the first thing they did was had people who volunteer at the school. I listed I posted something on a application called Nextdoor. The school
Yes.
wouldn't cooperate with me. The police said we can't investigate if the school won't cooperate. There's no reports. So I posted on Nextdoor and I said, does anyone have a fifth grader at Valley View Elementary who saw what happened to my daughter Jaidyn in the gym class? Please let me know. Please contact me. I'm trying to find out information. My daughter has been hurt. Their medical bills, they need to be taken care of. I had several parents reach out to me. They provided the child's name.
Hmm.
Several parents collaborated what Jaidyn said. Children who were a little older siblings of the kids in her class came on and berated parents who said, why are you so upset about this? If you don't feel your child is safe in this school, you should move.
Wow.
Um, I was told that, how to put, well, what are you going to do? Throw a rally and have the Proud Boys come protest? And I was like, I hadn't thought of that, but if this isn't handled, perhaps, yes, I might
Yeah.
just do that. Um, I was told that I used the word retarded because that is what another parent referred to this young man as. I said, I understand he may be special needs or retarded, and I understand that this may have been just how he reacts, but if he's having this many issues and has violent tendencies, he shouldn't be in class with normal children. He should be in a class of his peers.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it was, this is hate speech. I said, do you not know what the
Yeah.
word retarded means? It's a medical term. I realize you may not like it, but I'm not a millennial and I don't need to be politically correct. I'm
Exactly. Now,
telling you
I just
what
want
it is.
to, if I may, because I didn't show the picture of your daughter. The next time I have you come on, I will, if you would allow me to. But her, she's such a sweet little girl, and it's very disturbing the way she looks at the camera now. Um, but you received a notification from someone, a Maggie Sutter or Sutter, who said, "Hi, Marvina." Apparently, must be a friend because of the way that the introduction there. "Hi, Marvina. I thought you might like to learn a little bit about IDEA and how it relates to Brown versus Board of Education and the Civil Rights Movement. Please let me know if I can help educate you further because apparently you're not black enough to understand Brown versus Board of Education, but we'll get to that."
I'm
Uh,
also uneducated, yes.
yeah, exactly. A Purdue grad, yeah, yeah, definitely undereducated. Hate speech is not the way to go. Education is. There is a history of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities learning, living, and working in separate settings. As the court noted in Brown, separate educational facilities are. Literally, she is equating retardation and mental illness and developmental disabilities with the color of one's skin. Do you
Yes.
believe that's an appropriate thing for someone to say to you?
Well, I believe in free speech, even if it's ignorant, and she has a right to be ignorant. And
Yeah.
I have a right to put her in her place and tell her that she's ignorant. And if she wants to have a conversation with me about hate speech, then she needs to know her facts. And she also needs to own a dictionary and be familiar with simple medical terms, which is what I basically told her. And
Exactly. Now
she left.
you also came under duress from Jennifer Dosick, the Valley View principal, who literally wrote a letter to the rest of the school warning them against you. And it basically says the physical and emotional safety of our students, staff, and visitors drives the work we do every day. I cannot speak to the specifics of the allegations being made, but I can share they are exaggerated and inaccurate. You are lying, is what the principal, vice principal of the school says, and she literally made certain that the rest of the school and community knew that. Your thoughts?
I'd like to thank her for her letter because what her letter did was it proved my point. She sent that out to everyone. The traffic on the Facebook post and the website I built based on what she had done shot up by 80,000%.
Wow.
So thank you for bringing awareness as to what actually happened. as I recorded every meeting I had with you, where even in the first meeting, she says, I cannot guarantee I can protect your children. She
Hmm.
states that my child was injured, even though she calls it a scratch. Now, scratches do not draw blood, scratches do not cause damage to permanent teeth.
Exactly.
Scratches don't cause post traumatic stress disorder, night terrors, and sleepwalking. Scratches do not do that. Being punched in the mouth and stabbed in the face and slammed up against a rock climbing wall, that causes those issues.
Now, do you believe that letter from the vice principal of the school? And trust me, I am no legal guru, but I only play one on television. Incited violence or threats of violence towards you and your family.
Yes, we've received death threats. Um, I've been told to leave this area, that we're not wanted, that we're not the type of people that are supposed to be here, that I brought this on myself and I'm teaching my daughter to hate, and that I'm a racist.
Now,
I invite everybody to go to marvinacase.com and look at a picture of my family and tell me who is it that I hate.
yeah, it's kind of difficult to hate in your particular case. I don't see how you could do that. But here's the question, and it deals with special needs. Is special needs a catch all to protect violent and uh, malicious students from true justice?
I believe so. And the reason why I believe that is when they do something wrong, it's a go to excuse where there's special needs. You're enabling children to be violent and not have consequences to their actions. Special needs could be someone that has a hearing problem, like my 8-year-old.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that she has anything else wrong with her. It could be someone who is legally blind, like myself. They include everyone in there, from ADHD to full blown violent or having Down syndrome. So it is a catch all phrase, and many children fall under the 504 of special needs category.
With that being said, let me play devil's advocate very quickly here. Well, doesn't that child have the right to be in a normal classroom setting so that he can adjust to society and not be discriminated against?
I am all for inclusion when it makes sense. You do not sacrifice the many for the needs of one. You do not put people in danger. If a child is not capable of participating in the class without causing a continuous disruption or violence to other students, I have no issue with inclusion. In fact, I'm an advocate for inclusion, specifically for Down syndrome children, because Down syndrome children tend to be happier and their families are happier. It is a great program to teach children to be respectful and nice to people that are different from them. But when a
Exactly.
child is dangerous, regardless if they are a member of Mensa or have the IQ of an olive, they don't need to be in class with other students who are not dangerous and violent.
Are you seeking litigation against the school for what took place against your daughter?
I am working with an attorney. I am working with an attorney not because I am interested in making money. I am interested in being a
Thank you.
catalyst for change. I
Mhm.
want a safe environment for all children, special needs included, because they're not only failing my daughter, all those kids in the class, but the perpetrator as well, because they've enabled him to be violent. And they have now told him there are no consequences to your actions. So they're creating a monster.
You mentioned before, Marvina, that you have a website that people can go to. Um, you are with Texans United for America. You are a very strong, conservative woman. I don't know how people can even make the assertions that they've made, but how can people get in contact with you? How can people find you?
You can find me through my personal website marvinacase.com, or you can reach out on Facebook at Marvina Case or at Justice, the number 4, Jaidyn. The website is also on there, justiceforjaden.us. You can also call me. I don't hide any of my information because I'm not intimidated by people, though I've had death threats. I am a proud member of the NRA and I'm a very good shot.
There you go.
So I'm not concerned with that. But what I am concerned with is the fact that they have decided to attack my child on top of this. Not only was she physically attacked by this student, but she was attacked or assaulted or grabbed, however you want to say it, by the principal of the school. And that is why I ended up at the school that Thursday to take my children out. They were
Wow.
so upset with my Facebook post that she harassed my daughter, pulling her out of class 2 times within the same hour, questioning her about her cell phone, which I only bought my children's cell phones because the school would not do what they were supposed to do, what is notated in the procedures when dealing with my children: call me immediately. So I had to enable my children to be able to call me immediately when something happened. They kept their phones in their bags at school like all the other children, but she grabbed her, so she went and got her phone with a hall pass and called me shaking on the toilet and said, "Please come get me, mommy, I'm scared." She grabbed me.
And the name of this school, once more, is Valley
Valley
View.
View Elementary.
Okay. And what city of Texas?
It is in Westlake Hills.
Wow. God bless you, Marvina and Jaidyn, and the rest of your family.
Thank you.
This will not be the last time. We will have you back on this program to talk about this, and hopefully with more profound updates, and certainly a sincere apology from the state of Texas and its Board of Education. God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you too. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a shame, but like I tell you, every time I put those two fingers up, there is no guarantee of what happens to your children once they leave your home. And the only one who's going to fight for your kids sometimes is you. Make certain that you do that and do it sacredly. We'll be right back with more of the best right after this message.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?